Konnichiwa. In this week, we are going to look at how to tell the time and say what time you do an activity. To say what is the time now, you can say ima nanji desu ka? So ima means now, and nanji desu ka is what is the time. So altogether is what is the time now. So let's look at the first sentence. 今何時ですか? 10時です. Now is 10 o'clock. To answer what the time is, you simply put the number 10, which is 10, and then hour, which is 時. So you can also translate it as o'clock. So altogether is 10 o'clock. If you want to say what is the time of an activity, what is the time of a place, or what is the time of an event, then you simply put the thing and then wa nanji desu ka? So if I want to say what is the time of the party, then you say party and then wa nanji desu ka? Okay, and you answer 7 o'clock, which is 7時です. 7時です. Here, when we tell the time, we don't say nana, because usually 7 is nana, right? But when we tell the time, we usually say 7時 instead of 7時. And what time is tennis? You simply put tennis in the beginning, テニス, and then the time. は何時ですか? テニスは何時ですか? And your answer is 9 a.m. So we know that 9 o'clock is 9時です, right? That is cool, and then put the o'clock 9時. But if I want to tell whether it is AM or PM, in Japanese, we need to put it in the beginning of the time, okay, in front of the time. So AM is 午前, okay? So you say 午前9時です. And the next one, what time is the lunch break? Lunch break is 昼休み, okay? 昼休み. And then what is the time again is 何時ですか? So altogether is 昼休みは何時ですか? And it is 12 p.m. We know that 12 p.m. is 12時です, right? But if you want to say p.m., then you put it in the beginning, which is 午後, okay? 午後12時です. And what time do you get up? You say 何時に起きますか? 何時に起きますか? We know that 起きます is to wake up, to get up, right? And then you put this 何時 as the question word. So that's why you put it in the beginning. You put the question word in the beginning and then the verb after. And then ka at the end as a question. So I want to say I get up at 8:30 in the morning. So you say in the morning, which is AM, 午前, and then 8時, 8 o'clock. And then han, okay, han is 30 minutes. And together is 8:30. 8時半に起きます. Here we can see we use the particle ni, because the particle ni indicates the time. And that's why you need to use ni after you tell the time. Okay, another one. 何時にバスに乗りますか? So we have a new verb here, which is 乗ります. 乗ります means to get on a transport or to ride a transport. And for this verb, you have to use ni instead of o. Okay, so you put バス, which is the transport, and then ni, and then 乗ります. So if you want to say I get on the taxi, you say タクシーに乗ります. Okay, if I want to say I get on the car, then you say 車に乗ります. So the whole sentence, we put the question word first, 何時に, what time, and then バスに乗りますか, the activity. What time do you get on the bus? And the answer is 午後4時半に乗ります. So 午後, afternoon, PM, and then 4時半, 4:30. I get on at 4:30. Okay, so let's look at all the time here. 1 o'clock, 1時, 2時, 3時, 4時. Remember that for 4 o'clock, we don't say 4지, we say 4지, okay? 5 o'clock, 5지, 6 o'clock, 6지, and then 7지, 8지, 9지, 10지, 11지, 12지, okay? So, we only have up to 12 o'clock, so it should be simple for you guys. And when we tell the minute, we can say these, okay? It's a little bit complicated because we know that it here, as you can see, it here, it means 1. But what follows is 분, which means the minute. So 1 minute altogether is 1분. And then for 2 minutes, it is really strange that we see that it is not 분 anymore. It is vun, okay? It is vun instead of pun. So you say ni vun. So you can see the irregularity when you say the minute. I guess there is no way to memorize it. There is no like a pattern or something. You just have to remember each individual, okay? But if you say 3 minutes at the end, 3분, when you say 3 again for 13, you can still notice that they use pun instead of fun or bun, something like that, okay? So altogether, let's say it together. 1분, 2분, 3분, 4분, 5분, 6분, 7분, 8분, 9분, and 10분. Okay, so if I want to say 1 o'clock and 1 minute, it will be 1지, 1분. Okay, 2 o'clock, maybe 5 minutes, then we say 2지, 5분. Okay, if I want to say 9 o'clock, 10 minutes, then we can say 9지, 10분. Okay, if I want to say 7 o'clock and 6 minutes, then it will be 17지, 6분. Alright? And when we want to say 30 minutes, we can use 한 and also 30분, which is 30 minutes exactly. So I want to say 12:30, then you can say 12시 한 or 12시 30분. Okay, both of them are acceptable. Alright, so if you have time in this weekend, try to look at this exercise and then complete it. Okay, we are going to look at this exercise again in the class. Alright, see you again.